Oh, Italy. Just the name alone conjures up images of sun-drenched hills, ancient ruins, and the kind of food that makes you want to write poetry. It's a place that lives in our imaginations long before we ever set foot on its soil. The land of romance, history, and endless lines. The kind of lines that snake around corners filled with people from every corner of the globe, all hoping for a taste of La Dolce Vita. You've done it, saved up, booked the flight, and stood for hours in the Roman sun, just to snap a photo at the Colosseum. Maybe you even tried to imagine the roar of the crowds from centuries ago, while dodging selfie sticks and souvenir hawkers. You squeezed through crowds in Florence for a glimpse of a famous statue, craning your neck for a quick look at Michelangelo's David, surrounded by a sea of clicking cameras and guided tours. And yes, you took the classic Pisa photo, pretending to hold up the Leaning Tower, laughing with friends as you try to get the angle just right. Congrats, you've checked off the list. Rome, Florence, Venice, Pisa, the big names, the must-sees, the places everyone talks about back home. But did you actually experience Italy, or did you just skim the surface, collecting photos and souvenirs but missing the heart of the country? Did you talk to a local, share a story or a laugh with someone who's lived here their whole life, whose family recipes go back generations? Did you taste a dish not on a tourist menu, something homemade and unforgettable, served with a smile in a tiny trattoria where the owner knows everyone by name? Or hear Italian outside of a tour group shouts? The real language, full of music and laughter, echoing down quiet alleys and across sunlit piazzas. Most of us miss the real Italy, distracted by the highlight reel. We rush from one famous spot to the next, never pausing to notice the life happening all around us. The true story is happening elsewhere, in the quiet corners, the small towns, the places not circled on your map. It's in the early morning when the village baker opens his shop, or in the laughter echoing from a family's Sunday lunch. That's where Italy stops being a theme park and starts feeling like home, where strangers greet you with a nod and time seems to slow down just enough for you to breathe it all in. There's another Italy, quieter, funnier, more delicious, hiding just beyond the chaos. It's the Italy of lazy afternoons, of impromptu picnics, of stories told over glasses of local wine. Here, the biggest crowd is old men arguing about soccer in the square, their voices rising and falling like an opera, and the main event is a game of cards that's been going on for decades. And the main attraction? Sometimes it's just a perfect tomato, grown in the sun, bursting with flavor, reminding you that the simplest things can be the most extraordinary. It's the Italy you dreamed of, if you know where to look. The one that feels like a secret waiting to be discovered. And lucky for you, I've got a guide. Not a list of top 10 attractions, but a way to find the soul of this country. Not a map, exactly. More like a culinary and spiritual compass, pointing you toward the flavors, faces, and moments that make Italy unforgettable. So let's get lost together. Let's wander down streets with no names, follow the scent of fresh bread, and see where curiosity leads us. Let's skip the lines and find the stories. Let's trade the crowds for quiet moments and the guidebooks for real conversations. Because the best memories aren't made in crowds, they're found in the places you never planned to go. Ready? Let's go. The real Italy is waiting. Tuscany, rolling hills, cypress trees, and for most the tourist-packed cities of Florence, Siena, and Pisa. But there's a secret Tuscany, the Maremma region in the south. Here, the hills are wild, the coastline rugged, and the towns ancient and untouched. Life moves at the speed of a tractor, not a tour bus. You can actually hear church bells, smell wild rosemary, and taste wine poured by the person who made it. This is the escape hatch from the tourist treadmill. The only line is at the bakery on Sunday morning, and it's worth it. The air, the light, even the silence is different here. It's a place to just be, to wander with no agenda, and to rediscover the luxury of simplicity. Welcome to the real Tuscany. Imagine driving through the countryside and suddenly seeing a town that looks like it grew out of the cliff itself. That's Pitigliano, Little Jerusalem, with its ancient Jewish roots and labyrinth of stone alleys. No velvet ropes, just real life unfolding in a place that feels timeless. Get lost in the winding streets, discover hidden courtyards, and taste history in every bite. Try a nut and honey pastry and wild boar pasta with local wine. Here you're not a tourist, you're a guest in a living, breathing town. The people are proud, the food is unforgettable, and the connection is real. This isn't a memory you need a photo to remember. It's the kind of travel that stays with you long after you've left. Pitigliano is a privilege to experience. It's a place where history and daily life blend seamlessly, and it's waiting for you to explore. If Pitigliano is the showstopper, Serrano is the mysterious artist next door. Even more rugged, carved from rock and tangled with medieval houses, Serrano feels like a fantasy set. Here the main activity is nothing, and that's the point. Find a bench, watch life unfold, and embrace the sweetness of doing nothing. Lunch is whatever the chef decided to cook that day, served in a tiny family-run spot. Maybe it's bean soup with local olive oil, maybe something you've never heard of. Afterward, wander the ancient Etruscan roads carved deep into the rock. It's cool, quiet, and magical, a true escape. No tour guides, no rush, just your own adventure. Serrano doesn't demand attention, it quietly earns it. Here you rediscover the magic in quiet moments and simple meals. It's a place that steals your heart, and you'll be glad it did. Blending in? You won't. No matter how hard you try, the locals will spot you as a visitor from a mile away. But that's not a bad thing. Tuscany welcomes guests who are open-minded and willing to learn. What matters most is being a respectful, curious visitor. Someone who's eager to experience life as the Tuscans do, even if you stumble along the way. Ditch the baseball cap and giant sneakers, just dress simply. Italians value understated style, so opt for comfortable, neat clothes that help you blend in without trying too hard. Learn the rituals. Espresso at the bar, not a marathon coffee session. Stand at the counter, sip your coffee quickly, and enjoy the lively atmosphere. Never order cappuccino after 11 a.m. Just trust me. It's a breakfast drink, and ordering it later will mark you as a tourist instantly. Respect the pausa, the sacred afternoon break when everything shuts down. Shops close, streets empty, and the whole village seems to pause and breathe. Don't rattle locked doors, plan ahead, and embrace the slow pace. This is your chance to slow down too. Take a nap, read a book, or enjoy a long, leisurely lunch. Let yourself unwind and soak in the rhythm of village life. Learn a few Italian phrases: buongiorno, grazie, per favore. Even a simple ciao goes a long way. Use them whenever you can, whether you're ordering coffee or just passing someone on the street. Even if you butcher the pronunciation, locals appreciate the effort. It shows you care about their culture. It turns simple transactions into real, memorable interactions. Moments you'll remember long after your trip ends. The goal isn't invisibility, it's connection. You're not just passing through, you're becoming part of the story, even if only for a moment. And that's the best souvenir you'll bring home: memories of genuine connection, laughter, and shared experiences. Operate on village time, not your time. Let go of your schedule and let the day unfold naturally. Smile, be patient, and let the culture teach you. The more open you are, the more you'll discover. You'll find doors and hearts open to you. Hospitality is a way of life here, and you'll be welcomed if you show respect. The difference between a tourist and a traveler is simple. One takes, the other connects. Choose connection, and Tuscany will reward you with memories that last a lifetime. Let's be honest. Italy is about eating. It's about gathering around a table, sharing laughter, and letting the hours slip by as you savor every bite. Food here isn't just fuel, it's a celebration, a ritual, and a way of life. But skip the tourist menus with sad lasagna photos and laminated pages. These places cater to the unfamiliar, offering watered-down versions of Italian classics that locals wouldn't dream of ordering. You deserve better. In small villages, food is personal, cooked for neighbors, not strangers. Recipes are handed down through generations, and every dish tells a story about the people who make it and the land it comes from. The secret? Eat what's local and in season. Visit a morning market and you'll see what's fresh. Vivid tomatoes, fragrant basil, wild mushrooms, and sun-ripened fruit. These ingredients are the heart of every meal. Try aquacotta, a humble soup with bread, veggies, and a poached egg. A hug in a bowl. It's a dish born from necessity, transformed by love and tradition into something unforgettable. Discover pici, thick hand-rolled pasta, perfect with garlic tomato sauce or wild boar ragu. Each strand is rolled by hand, giving it a rustic texture that soaks up every drop of sauce. This is food with soul, meant to be eaten with gusto and bread to mop up the sauce. Don't be shy, use your hands, laugh loudly, and savor every mouthful. The olive oil is peppery, the cheese is local pecorino, and the bread is unsalted, pure Tuscany. These simple ingredients, when combined, create flavors that are both bold and comforting. Every meal is a discovery, so be brave. Step outside your comfort zone and let your taste buds lead the way. You might just find your new favorite dish. Point to something you don't recognize and ask, Cosa mi consiglia? What do you recommend? It's the best way to unlock the kitchen's secrets. The owner will take care of you, treating you like family, eager to share the dishes they're most proud of. Sit back, relax, and prepare for one of the best meals of your life. Let the pace slow down and let the flavors linger. Here, food is a story, and you're part of it. No judgment, just joy. Every meal is a celebration of community, tradition, and the simple pleasures of life. That's the real taste of Italy, authentic, generous, and unforgettable. We're obsessed with efficiency, even on vacation. But in these Tuscan villages, rushing ruins the experience. Here, time is measured by the sun, not your watch. At first, the slow pace feels strange, but soon, you start noticing the details. A wrought iron balcony, the changing light, the sound of swallows at dusk. Life is built around small rituals: morning coffee, a long lunch, the evening stroll. You become part of the dance of community. The joy is in the simple moments. A chat with the baker, a perfect peach at the market. This kind of travel changes you. You go home restored, not just rested. You remember how to sit still, savor a meal, and appreciate the small things. That's the art of living, taught best in these timeless villages. And it's a lesson you'll carry long after you leave. Ready to trade crowds for cobblestones? Start by renting a small car. Trust me, you'll need it. The GPS will get confused, but getting lost is half the fun. Stay at an agriturismo, a working farm with rooms and home-cooked meals. Wake up to chickens, not sirens, and eat food grown right outside your window. In town, dress respectfully, keep your voice down, and be patient. Remember, you're in someone's home, not a tourist attraction. Things move slowly, embrace it. Wait your turn, smile, and soak in the culture. This isn't a resort, it's an adventure. Things might go wrong: a flat tire, a mystery dish, a conversation in hand gestures. But those are the stories you'll remember. The goal isn't a perfect trip, but a real one. Be open to surprises. The best memories are the ones you never planned. Go get deliciously lost. There it is, the other Italy, just beyond the tourist crowds. Here, the landmarks are grandmothers making pasta and sunsets over rolling hills. The best things aren't things, they're shared meals, genuine smiles, and quiet moments. You can see David in Florence or David the Baker in Serrano, both are masterpieces. The choice is yours, spectacle or experience. Rome and Venice are wonderful, but the real feast is in the villages. Here the wine is cheaper than water, and the biggest decision is which pasta to order. The answer? Go with a friend and try both. Next time you plan a trip, skip the checklist. Pick a village you can't pronounce, rent a tiny car and just go. Get lost, have a conversation, eat something new. Find the Italy that's waiting to be met, not just seen. You'll come home with the best story of all.